Coach Lewis. Adam, you got one for him?
Yeah, Coach, what have you seen out of your group this preseason?
I've seen us come a long way from where we were in the springtime. You know, we're bringing a bunch of guys in from different schools and trying to get them to buy into one system. And I think they're doing a great job at that. Guys are working hard, running to the ball, competing in every down. So that's all I can ask for right now. Just see us steady getting better as we go.
Brian, you got one?
How about your experience with the Seahawks? Like, how much did that help you grow as a coach as you got ready for this position here?
Oh, it helped exponentially. You know, just learning the different phases of the fronts, going from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and just making sure guys playing the proper technique. So I learned a lot there. One of my best friends was the defensive coordinator and the D-line coach when I got there. And then I just kind of came up through the ranks. He became the DC, and I took over the defensive line room. So a lot of help, a lot of growth in that area. So I just really appreciate what they did for me in my career.
Nick, you got one?
How did this job opportunity arise? When did Coach Prime reach out to you and say, hey, we want you on our coaching staff?
So we had just played Arizona, and probably 3 or 4 days after that, when our season was over with, I got the first phone call. Obviously, we were in limbo in Seattle because we didn't know what was going on, but I knew I had an opportunity out there if things went south. So things went south, and I took the opportunity when Coach Prime called and gave me the offer.
Tyler, you got one?
What's the adjustment like going from the NFL to college? What's different, and what have you maybe liked better about working with college guys?
For me, it's just been the early on, like in the spring, just kind of tempering expectations because you know you got a lot of young kids. These are not men yet. So just getting them to play the way you want to and using the proper language and the proper style of coaching to reach them. You know, coming from the NFL is, you know, I'm going to tell you 3 or 4 times and then, you know, we're going to do something about it. Whereas in college, you know, you got these guys, they're here, they're students. On top of that, you're just trying to make sure that you help them mature and learn what you're telling them and learn what you're coaching them so they can replicate it out on the field.
Scott, you got one?
Yeah. Coach Prime has talked about Deon and Sam and a couple other guys being future pros. What do you think it is about those two in particular that makes them, you know, that have that potential?
I think it's the motor and the attention to detail. You know, Deon came here from Pitt. And obviously, you know, with him, I don't know how well that was received with him transferring, but whatever. We got him here, he's buying into what we're coaching, and that's all I know from the kid. He's coming in, he's doing exactly what we're asking him to. He's competing at a high level, he's turning and running to the ball. He's exuding some leadership in the room as well. And the same thing with Sam. Sam just works. You know, you get him out there, he's going to work, he's your workhorse, he's going to do everything you ask him to the best of his ability. So, you know, those guys, I have nothing but positive things for them, and I see them possibly having a chance to go play on Sunday.
Matt, you got one?
It's one of the worst rush defenses in the country last year. How do you guys go about correcting some of those things, especially with these new personnel?
Luckily for them, I wasn't here last year, so that doesn't pertain to me. And I know we want to go and get after the quarterback.
So when you go about trying to fit the run better, what are things you focus on?
I just take from my experiences. You can't be a good defensive line if you can't stop the run game. So that's always going to be a challenge. So every week, number one rule, we stop the run. So that's going to be our focus, and then after that, we earn the right to rush.
Troy, you got one?
How's it been working with Coach Sapp? Feels like he's bringing a lot of positive energy to the room. What has that partnership been like for you?
It's been cool. You know, Sapp is a yellow jacket guy. I've been knowing Sapp since I've been 15 years old because I grew up a Hurricanes fan. Went to Miami trying to emulate what he did while he was there. So it's been super positive. You know, he's a great guy. He brings a lot of expertise to the room. I allow him to get the space to speak and teach, and he's getting into coaching, so it's been awesome.
Taylor, do you have one? Okay. Thanks, Coach. We're good.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, thank you, guys.